but I'm on it daily. I'm in the wild, wild, wild west. I'm in the trenches, nigga. Be safe, boy, God bless. You in the trenches, nigga. Watch your back, watch your mouth, watch your style. Niggas crazy. Niggas hop in, hop out. I'm from the land where they drillin'. Come by yourself, then you slippin'. You think I lost it, you trippin'. Just like your faucet, I'm drippin'. I'm from the home of the wire. Watch what I say, never know who got wire. Tell you the truth, I can't deal with no liar. Telephone boy, he can't be my supplier. My shit is on dumb like a mosh pit. Come to your hood and we start shit. Call of Duty, I feel like a target. My hitters, they seek and destroy. I'm on a mission, I gotta deploy. Fuck being happy, money bring me joy. You call them weapons and we call them toys. I call my soldiers and you call them boys. I'm in the wild, wild, wild west. I'm in the trenches, nigga. Be safe, boy, God bless. You in the trenches, nigga. Watch your back.
Money and place them both in mind. You do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, motherfucking sir. Let's see what it do. That's what it is. Welcome back. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome back to the #1 YouTube show out there. Oh, I Can't Say That Productions presents Irresponsible Correct. And I'm your Irresponsible Correct host, Tonyo. And here at Irresponsibly Correct, I ain't do this in a while. I didn't explain what we do at here at Irresponsibly Correct. But here at Irresponsibly Correct, we talk about any and everything. We talk about them subjects that everybody don't want to talk about. And if they do talk about it, they talk about it in the confines of their home. Because we live in a real sensitive time, and you really can't say much. But here, Irresponsibly Correct. Oh, I'm going to talk about it. Oh, believe that. Believe that. I'm going to talk about that. You already know. You already motherfucking know. Woo! Feeling good, man. But before we get started, you already know. I got to give the glory to God. I got to give the grace, the gratitude to the universe, to Buddha, Jehovah, however you want to identify that energy. I just want to identify it to say without the energy that's flowing through me right now, none of this will be possible. Thank you so much. And to my family and friends, the family I was blessed into, the friends that I was blessed with, and the family that I'm manifesting. Thank you. Because I already know that times can be hard. I could be difficult. Things can get rambunctious and rampunctious and all the runk, all that stuff. Listen, thank you. And to that family that I'm manifesting, hey, Daddy putting in the work. Trust and believe that. Daddy putting in the work right now so that you ain't got to put it in that work, so you can live and enjoy this earth and this world that's how it's supposed to be meant, and enjoy that. Believe that. Believe that. And you already know I can't get started without shouting out my brother, Derek Shredder. Hey, bro, everything I'm doing it for you. So that your name will always live forever. And even if I'm long gone, most definitely believe that our name's still going to bang like that. It's a legacy, bro. It's a legacy, bro. Trust and believe, man. I'm pushing and keeping on that legacy, bro. But before we get into everything, please hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that bell, so when I post any video, you already get that notification that I'm here. You already know. But let's get into this. Before we start it, get your drink. I'm a little sauce now. I'm sipping on that Christian Brothers. Oh shit. Roll your blunt up, get your drink up, and let's get into this. I ain't gonna lie. This is one of them weeks. One of them weeks that if any and everything can happen, any and every motherfucking thing can happen. Oh, trust and believe that. I like to call one of these weeks a character building week because it built your character. It's these type of weeks. See what you was made of. See what you was going to do when adversity hit. How you going to respond? They say a true character of a man is how he react when adversity hit. Show me what you going to do when shit is hitting the fans. And as you can hear all these fans that's blowing on me in this hot ass motherfucking room, shit hit the fan. Oh, believe that. Shit hit the fan. But the whole week wasn't bad. The week started off with the Mayweather and Paul fight. Everybody wanted a knockout. Everybody wanted to see Mayweather knock out Paul. But it wasn't going to happen. When the last time we seen Mayweather knock somebody out? He is 50-0. He is 50-0. He got 27 knockouts. And that 27 knockouts probably was his first 27 fights. After that, y'all know for the last decade, Floyd was sprawling out there. Not getting touched, not getting hit, not doing none of that. But everybody know Floyd wasn't knocking that man out. I wanted to see it too. I ain't gonna say and lie to you. I wanted to see Floyd knock that motherfucker the fuck out. Hey. It was motherfucking entertainment. And one thing I big noticed that played a key part in how I feel about this fight. Floyd was out of shape. Floyd wasn't Floyd. He got hit. When we usually seen Floyd getting hit, Floyd don't get hit. Floyd got hit. Floyd Mayweather got hit, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on? It must be some entertainment. It must be some entertainment. It must have been some entertainment going on because this fight wasn't a fight. But as a fan watching this fight, I was disappointed. I wanted to see a little bit more action. Any fan of boxing, anybody who's a fan of boxing, we want to see somebody get knocked the fuck out. If we thinking Floyd fighting somebody, an amateur fighter, he might just knock his ass the fuck out. We didn't get that. We got the salsa for 5 rounds? A couple of oohs and ahs, highs and dies. But we didn't really get a fight like we wanted to. So as a fan, I was highly disappointed, but I wasn't shocked because it was a Floyd Mayweather fight. You gotta expect that from Floyd Mayweather. He ain't get 50-0 for no reason. You know what I'm saying? But as a businessman, oh, this fight was wonderful. One of the best things I've ever seen in my life. We said sports are rigged. This is one of the this was an event that said we rigging this fight, but we still gonna make money. As a man that's trying to make money or is making money, that's trying to make moves and make money, this was motherfucking genius. The Paul brothers, Logan Paul and Jake Paul, y'all motherfuckers some geniuses. I talked about the internet last week. They are the epitome of how they use the internet to their advantage. They used 2 stars. One of me. You know what I'm saying? One of me. Starting a boxing and we all sitting in the ring with Floyd Mayweather. Genius. Motherfucking genius. And Floyd Mayweather understand where boxing is going. The shift in where boxing is going. And Floyd Mayweather about to take over boxing again. First he took it over as a boxer, but now he's about to take over as a promoter, which he was already doing, but now he can just straight focus on promoting. Who don't want to see celebrities fight? I do. All these Twitter fingers and Cap and all these people talking all this shit online, I will pay to see celebrity fight. The first fight I see anybody against Kwame Brown. I'm pitching that one. That's my first celebrity fight I want to see. Anybody versus Kwame Brown. Anybody versus Kwame Brown, I will pay pay-per-view to motherfucking watch that. But Mayweather understand what's going on. He understand the shift in boxing. He understand boxing is not at its forefront as it once was. As when, you know, when Muhammad Ali was boxing, Mike Tyson, Holyfield, you know what I'm saying? Jones Jr., all the motherfuckers, when they was out there, you know what I'm saying? Mayweather, when they was out there doing their thing in their prime. Mayweather understand that, hey, boxing is not what boxing is. People are going to pay, they're not going to pay to see these other fighters who, you know, dedicate their lives to fighting. They're going to see these motherfuckers on the internet talking the shit fight. That's where boxing is going. And Floyd Mayweather is a motherfucking genius. How much money he made? Logan, Jake, whatever his name is, one of them two, how much money they made? And they want to criticize Floyd Mayweather for what he did. This nigga made more money. What was 5 rounds, 2 minutes? This nigga made more money in 10 minutes than most niggas are making in a motherfucking lifetime. 2 lifetimes, 3 lifetimes. You want to talk about what? Floyd Mayweather, you are a motherfucking genius. Play your role, brother. Play your motherfucking role. Play your role. But nonetheless, like I said, that was the beginning to a crazy ass week that I experienced this week. You know what I'm saying? So that was Saturday. I'm going to fast forward to Friday, this past Friday. And this past Friday has to go down as the best day in my life thus far. The best day in my motherfucking life thus far. And what I'm about to disclose to everybody on YouTube, everybody who's watching this or listening to this in my voice right now, what I'm about to disclose right now in this story that I'm about to tell is a clear test if my boss watches my show. If my boss watches my show and I tell this story, I'm going to find out. I'm about to see if this video go viral. If this video go viral with the story I'm about to tell, I might be in a little bit of trouble. But fuck it. We starting off. I might as well go ahead and tell this motherfucker story. So you might as well pour up a drink and we going to get into this goddamn story. But last Friday was the best day of my motherfucking life. Let's explain how this day went. So Friday, first of all, Friday was a motherfucking tsunami. It was raining motherfucking cats and dogs all goddamn day. I'm talking about from the time niggas woke up to the time niggas went to sleep. It was raining. Raining, and motherfucking raining some more. You know what I'm saying? But I woke up. If anybody who knows me know that I'm blind. So I wear contacts. And my right contact fell out. Woke up. It wasn't working for me. It wasn't working for me. It was just not going in, burning my eyes. So I'm just like, you know what? I just got paid. Let me go ahead and go to Walmart. And I'm going to get me some new contacts. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Friday morning, early morning, 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and push it to Walmart with one contact. Whatever. I'm in the work van too. My boss is out in the Bahamas. Owner of the business, Rod Tech. You need some water damage? Look up Rod Tech. Come get us. My boss is out in the Bahamas enjoying himself. Keep that in mind. So Friday I wake up, contact not working. Hop in the van. About to go to Walmart and get some more contacts. You know what I'm saying? So I'm driving. I don't even get 3 to 5 minutes outside of where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to make a right on the street. About to go into the highway. Random, regular morning. You know what I'm saying? It's a U-Haul truck in the middle of the road when I'm about to make this right. But it's blocking where my ongoing traffic is. But it's oncoming traffic coming the other way. So, you know, little cars are squeezing by the U-Haul truck or the work truck, whatever you want to call it. It was a big U-Haul truck, whatever you want to call it. Everybody's squeezing past the truck. So it comes to my turn. I can't just sit there because, traffic is on there. Cars is moving over, so I'm thinking I got enough space. Mind you, I got my right contact that's not in. So as I'm trying to maneuver past the truck, I misjudge the distance between my van and the truck, and I run into the truck. One of the worst things you want to hear while driving is any noise. Any noise you hear while you driving is not a good noise. You hear the thunk, do, any noise you hear is a bad noise. I am driving, thinking I'm clearing it. Ball hits, boom. Long story short, I bust my van's side mirror. And it's one of those work vans that you don't got no rear view mirror. You just got the side mirrors. It is impossible. And it's the passenger side. It's impossible to drive those type of vans without a mirror. I bust the mirror at 8 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. You think I stopped? Hell no, I ain't stopped. I see the goddamn damage I did to my van. I don't even know what I did to the other van. I'm not paying for that. I'm not being live for that. I kept going. I ain't the only one that did a hit and run. Goddamn, I'm admitting to a crime. I'm admitting to a goddamn crime. But you know what? I only got 26 subscribers and I know them all, and I'm pretty sure they ain't gonna tell nobody. When I get big, they gonna be like, God damn it, that was that nigga. Man, I ran into that motherfucking truck and kept motherfucking going. But whole time short,
For 145 years,
I bust the whole side of I bust the rear view mirror. I'm talking about clear off. The window shattered, the mirror shattered and everything. The mirror shattered and every motherfucking thing. So immediately I'm like, what the fuck am I to do? How am I going to fix this? I went to Jiffy Lube. I went to every mechanic that I could find that's on Liberty Road. I went to everybody to see if they can fix it. Everybody was telling me, oh, the part's going to be here Tuesday, Wednesday, next week. The part's going to be here. We don't got the part. Maybe we can fix that. Tuesday, Wednesday, next week, man, my manager going to be here Monday. The boss going to be back Monday, motherfucker. The boss going to be back Monday. Nigga, I need to fix this shit now. So I'm going around. I'm driving around. I'm calling people. I'm trying to get things done. So I go to this one warehouse shop. And the guy kept it real. He was like, man, it's a Ford van. You got to go to the Ford dealership to get this part. So I'm like, all right, no problem. I know what a Ford dealership is. Mind you, like I said, it's a tsunami out this motherfucker. It's a tsunami out this bitch. I go to the Ford dealership. I talk to the man. I say, man, I need a side view mirror, passenger side. I need it today. Need to fix it like it never happened with my manager. He said, all right, we can help you out. He type it in, get the VIN number, get all that good stuff. Look up the part. This man said, I got the part, but you ain't gonna like it. Okay, right now, all I hear is you got the part. So right now, I don't give a fuck. The most that this part can probably cost is like $200, maybe at the max. You know what I'm saying? $200. This man said the part was $500 fucking dollars for a side view fucking mirror. With taxes, it was $600. $600 motherfucking dollars. I had the money. Don't get it twisted. I had the money. Thank God I just got paid. I had the money. Thank God I paid and had the money. I paid $600 for a fucking side view mirror so I don't get in trouble with my motherfucking boss. And Tonio, how in the hell is this a wonderful day? How is this day a wonderful day for you? Well, it was a wonderful day for me because I'm just getting out of a codependency relationship. I feel like we both was dependent on the other person. Me, I came very codependent, especially in times like this. In times like this, I will call my significant other and tell her what's going on, and she'll be on the phone, she'll be on the internet looking for everybody, which way can I go through. The only thing I had to do was sit there and try to stay calm while she figure out everything going on, this and third. This day, all I had was my motherfucking self. I had myself, nobody else. I was the one on the phone. I was the one putting in GPS and talking to people and keeping myself together. And I'm a Cancer. Everybody say Cancer is what? Crybabies and emotional. Normally in this time like this, I'd be a motherfucking crybaby and being emotional. But I was level-headed. I was even, neutral, calm-headed. And I worked myself through all this for one of the first times in my motherfucking life. Especially coming out of a codependency relationship. I was so proud of myself. Oh yeah, I got it fixed. Got the part, put it on myself, but I broke the door. I broke the door, man. I'm trying to put the door back on. Fucking put a hole in the door. So I ain't scot-free. But still, that motherfucking mirror on there, he ain't got to never know about that shit unless he watches this video. Last Friday was one of the best days I have ever encountered because I have finally stepped up to the plate and took care of a problem on my motherfucking own. Some people probably judge me, oh, I supposed to be do that. Hey, you never know. It's my journey, and I came a long way, and hey, thank you. I pat my own self on the back. Tonyo, you did well this last past Friday. You kept your emotions intact, and you did everything by your motherfucking self. You on the right path to get to where you need to go. Congratulations, my motherfucker. When you do stuff, congratulate, celebrate. It's a motherfucking accomplishment. 7 years relationship, depending on the other person. For the first time in 7 fucking years, I depended on me. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, I did. And pat on my motherfucking self. Pat on my motherfucking back. Yes, sir, Tonyo. Thank you. You did that. Like I said, that was Friday. So we got to unwind further back in the week. This week has to be, I would have to say, by far the toughest week me and my family had to endure. I always come to this show and I dedicate this show to God, to the family that I was blessed to, and also to the family that I'm manifesting right now. But also I give thankful and a shout out to my brother Derek. If you go back to one of the first shows I made, I explained what happened to Derek. Derek was murdered by 2 bitch-ass niggas for nothing. 2 doors away from where he lived. 2 years ago on August 4th, 2019, my brother was murdered, gunned down in front of his house. Derek was the ultimate friend. Is the ultimate friend. I'm still connected to him. Derek was the best friend a man can ever ask for. The best person on earth. The sweetest man ever. Did any and everything for anybody. I met him back in ninth grade at Newtown. From day one, man, we connected. We was there. We was together. And it's not nothing that I ever needed. Gave the best advice. Was no advice at all. Derek was, like I said, one of the sweetest person. One of the sweetest person ever. And this last past week was his trial. The 2 motherfuckers that murdered him was on trial this last past week. And before I get into the real depths of the trial, I have to say that, this week it took me back to some dark places. 2 years ago when Derek died, I was in a real dark place. It's my brother. I went to drinking, smoking excessively, and just my feelings was just out of control. And going through this trial again this past week put me back in the same place. Drinking heavy, smoking heavy, thoughts out of this world, feelings trying to get out of control, but I feel like this time around I was more prepared. I knew this day was coming. I knew the trial was coming, and I prepared myself. I just want to talk to anybody out there who ever lost somebody, a sibling, a parent, a best friend, anything. I just want to say out there, I could never replace that person, but I'm here for you. I'm here, and you just have to push through and understand that that person is always here with you. Everywhere you go, everywhere you see, everywhere you do, that person is right there with you. It could be a very hard time. The answer's not at the bottom of the bottle. There's no answers there but destruction. And this trial took me back there. We come in here the first day, and they say the first day is the hardest day. I had to see his mother go up there, be a witness. I didn't understand why. I seen another brother go up there, be a witness. I didn't understand why. You know what I'm saying? And at first it seemed like, the people who were supposed to be our lawyer wasn't really for us. It just didn't feel right. The whole time I'm in there, I just was very, 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 very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Reliving everything that was going on. I had to go back to that day and feel those emotions that I felt that day, that time period after he died. That was very hard for me. It was hard for me to see the autopsy pictures. The pictures that they took, at the crime scene. Because, they showed his body off while they was doing the pictures. Because I was right there. I didn't really see all that. Looking at that, looked like they took two gallons of red paint and just doused them. With paint. It was so much blood. And then to go and hear the story of where he got shot at and what he was going through when he got shot. You know what I'm saying? He got shot in his upper chest and it came out his lower back, shattering all the arteries, his rib cage, the ribs and all the intestines, all that stuff, shattering all that. But he had enough strength to run. But he didn't die instantly. It's one of the hardest part that I had to understand. He didn't die instantly. He suffered a little bit. He had mental thought. He had the thought that I'm dying. And that's what pissed me off. I never would want my brother to die. I never would have had, if all the people who I encountered, he wouldn't even be on the list that will die this way. And to know the type of person he was, that he had some type of suffering and him going, it gets to me. To know that I was the last person he hugged. I just saw him before it happened. Said he was going to come back and play Madden. Hug me. Say I'll be back. 30 minutes later, he's dead. Derek was born on November 17th. He died 11/17. Hearing all these facts about how he died, it was very tough for me. Seeing the emotions of his parents was very tough for me. It put me back into a place of darkness. Seeing the video of his last moments, of him walking up, seeing the person that they just firing out, hearing the 911 call or somebody with a standby saying that, man, this was a hit. In my mind, I'm like, who would want to kill my brother, man? He's the most sweetest guy in the world. Most people are like, this person was a sweet person, and then that person really doing dirt. Excuse me, sorry for talking about the deceased. I don't want to do that, but we know sometimes what we talking about. No, legitimately, if you encounter Derek, you will understand this was one of the sweetest mans, the sweetest souls, the sweetest persons that you could ever encounter. Who would want to kill him? I went through months of trying to answer that question. Like, why? Why would you want to do that? The first thing I thought about was, man, he was fucking somebody's girl or something. You feel what I'm saying? Because other than that, he not doing nothing to nobody. He's staying in his own lane. It was hard watching the videos. It was hard watching the video, seeing his last moments. The video wasn't as clear, so I couldn't really see the fear, but I could see him running away, trying to get back home. That was fucking difficult to watch. And one of the most things that was pissing me off, one of the guys who did it, the driver, everybody supposed to say, you know, I supposed to know this person. We went to high school with this person. Man, he was turning around with this smirk on his face. Looking back, looking at the crowd, and just having a smirk on his face. And it was pissing me off. At one point, I wanted to jump over the crowd. I wanted to jump over the fence and put my hands on him. But I had to make a business decision. I had to make a business decision. Do I want my sister to see me get carried out of here? Because I probably would have got maybe one or two hits off. Was that 1 or 2 hits worth going to jail? Bringing more pain to the family? For his mother and father to see one of his best friends get carried out of there, knowing that his best friend might go to jail. Was that worth it? It wasn't. That was an agonizing pain. Agonizing pain. To see this man smirk, look at the video, look at the pictures, and just look back at the family with a smirk on his face. No worry in the kid. And there was nothing I can do at it. Nothing I can do. Not a damn thing I could do. That shit was hard. That shit was painful. Had to relive that shit again. Today's Sunday. The verdict supposed to come out tomorrow. So we gotta go back to court tomorrow to see, you know, what the verdict is. Either way, I'm cool with the verdict. I'm at peace with it. I'm at peace what happened. If justice is served or not, I'm okay with it. I understand. Bro, you always say, always around my neck, thank you. You always say. But one thing that gave me satisfaction, real satisfaction, one of our brothers, I came late one day, on the court day, I came late one day. And one of my brothers, I came in the courtroom and, you know, I looked at the crowd. I noticed we was on the other side. I looked at the crowd who was all there. I didn't really look at faces. I just looked at the overall, like how many people was there. But I could see my brother. My brother was sitting in between two people, a guy and an older lady. And he had his arms around the older lady. So I didn't really get a good look at the lady. I didn't know who she was. I didn't really see. I thought it was our grandmother or somebody from my side. You know, he was comforting somebody from my side because that was the day we was going to see the video and all that stuff like that. So I thought he was comforting somebody from my side. So we get a recess. We get a break. He comes to me and was like, you see who I was sitting next to? I was like, man, whole time I thought you were sitting next to grandmother. He was like, nah. He was sitting next to one to defend his grandmother with his arms around him. Like I said, the same defendant that was turning around with the smirk on his face, when he turned around, he see my brother with his arms on his grandmother shaking his head like, yeah. That was satisfactory for me, man. We going through torment, agonizing pain that we'll never get back our loved one. Hopefully you going to jail, brother. And know we out here with your family, with your girls, with your kids, with your grandmother, enjoying their company while you sitting in jail. That was satisfactory for me for a moment. It was very hilarious. I couldn't believe it. Once I saw it and understand what he was doing, that shit was amazing. Shit was motherfucking gangster too at that time. It was motherfucking gangster. Motherfucking gangster. Motherfucking gangster. But a lot of things hurt me in this court case, in this proceedings. But the one thing that hurt me the most was Derek was a person that was there for everybody. Derek Peoples, his mother, his father, they opened up their home to any and everybody. To any and everybody. Derek was such a sweet soul. Loved everybody, did anything he could to be there for any and everybody. The day that he died, that neighborhood was flooded with people. Days afterwards, you know, we had cookouts, we had smoke sessions for Derek. Flooded with people. But when it's time to go to court, when it's time to show up for Derek, really when it's time to really show up for Derek, there was nobody there. Outside of me and my two sisters and a couple other people, the only other people that showed up was family, his family. That hurt my soul, man. Somebody who dedicated their life for their friends. And that man's friends wasn't there. If anybody who was in his friends who had died, Derek would have walked your mama in that courtroom and sat with your mama through the whole time. Would be visiting your mama. Today is Sunday. I said if Saturday come around and that shit is not flooded, something is wrong. Like I said, tomorrow's the verdict. I'm going to give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to let the verdict come out and let them show their love. But how you not there for that man mama, man? How many times people came through with no money and wanted to smoke and Derek smoked you up? They had no money for drink and Derek make sure you drunk. Came in there with your problems and he was there to listen to you. Told that man his secrets and he was the epitome into taking secrets to the graveyard. But people not going to set up for this man. People not going to be there for this man. That's what really hurt me about this shit. He was there. The verdict come out tomorrow. When people see this video today, this week, man, go show that man mother his love. Go show that man father love, man. Because he was there. Always there. And will continue to be there. That shit is sad, man. That shit is sad. That shit is sad. That shit is sad. Once again, to anybody who lost anybody, man, I can't replace them, but I'm here. I'm here, and I understand. Keep pushing. Let their name ring out through your life. Live life through them, or them live life through you. Understand it in your heart. Don't settle to the dark times. Appreciate the up times. But just be there. And understand it's all a part of this game, man. We all going to die. We all have our time. And understand that life, energy never dies. It just transforms. And just know you can tap into speaking to them and loving them and doing that. They love you. Make them proud by living the best version that you can live. Once again, I can never replace them. But I'm just here to let you know that I'm here. I understand and I love you. And I love you. But like I said, this happened back in August 4th, 2019. And after this happened, it was a start to the end of life as I know it and everybody else know it. Because just a few months later, we was introduced to a new virus that led to a new pandemic. COVID-19. Corona! COVID-19 has changed the world forever. Ain't nobody wasn't going out, partying. We all wearing masks on our face. I'm from Baltimore. Once they told us that we had to wear masks on our face, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, oh shit, everybody going to robbing motherfuckers and doing all that shit. Thank the good Lord ain't nobody was out here robbing, ain't nobody was out here taking people off and, you know, doing all that good stuff. But the fact that we had to go into stores and wear masks, that was crazy. The fact that we couldn't leave our house and stay in the house for what, over a year and a half is motherfucking crazy. Now when I'm sitting here and talk about COVID-19, coronavirus, I'm not here to shove, you know, information down your throat. On this day, this happened, and this company did this and that, and this right here. That's not why I'm here. I'm just here to highlight certain points and spark a conversation. That's what we do at I Can't Say That Production, Irresponsibly Correct. We spark questions and get people talking about things that we all the way don't want to talk about. And I can understand that. Before I dive into anything, I want to really get you pinpointed on and thinking about, I want to talk about my experience of this COVID-19. I don't know what the fuck was this. November come around, we hear posters and news coming out that, you know, it's a virus happening in China, and China going through shit. Once I heard that shit, I'm just like, oh shit, that's China. Shit, I ain't going to China no time soon, nigga. I mean, shit, God bless. I hope everybody out there getting their shit done and being healthy and all that good stuff like that. I don't want nobody to die. I don't want nobody to suffer. None of that thing. But if it's a deadly virus is in China, I'm in the United States. As long as that virus stay in China, I hope everything is all right. Then I started noticing a lot of people around me around November, December was getting sick. Flu season, not too alarming, but they was getting sick. Like sick. Like they ass was sitting down for a while. You know, the common cold normally lasts from 3 to 5 days. You know, normally 3 days, you know, tingling the throat, sore throat, coughing, take your medicine. By the third day, you all right. You had the 2 days because of the winter time, and you know how it goes. If you get sick, you be like, shit, I'm down for, you know what I'm saying? 3 to 5 days, I got to deal with this shit. But we talking about 10, 12 days. Couple homegirls got sick. Couple homeboys got sick. They tell me about it. I'm just, all right, you know what I'm saying? But at that time, when my significant other got sick and my son got sick, I'm like, whoa. Still not thinking too much about it. That is, you know, the virus you're talking about, you know, in China. But I'm like, these motherfuckers sick, man. Like, shit, it's a week later and they still sick. Talking about can't move, can't eat, can't do nothing. Sitting in the bed for 2 weeks straight. 2 weeks straight, can't move, can't taste, can't smell. I'm the only one that can smell, taste, and do all that stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? You know me, I'm loving, kissing and hugging and all that stuff, laying up and shit. And I'm like, oh, y'all sick. And I'm glad I ain't get sick. That happened in November, December. January come around, they saying it's still in, you know, China, but it's spreading rapidly. And over there, the Middle East and all that other shit. I'm just like, all right, man, spreading rapidly. I'm like, okay, cool, you know what I'm saying? United States, you know, shit over here. They ain't coming over here. Stay your ass over there. Stay your ass over here. You know what I'm saying? Kobe died January. R.I.P. to Kobe. Shit crazy. Shit crazy. Even when you look up the shit with that, you know where he was buried at. Hey yo, look where Kobe and his daughter was buried at. And just leave a comment. We ain't gotta talk about it. It's deceased. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really a Kobe fan. I was an Allen Iverson fan, but I wasn't a Kobe fan until after he retired. And then, I understood and took appreciation to his career. But on your own time, just look up where Kobe and his daughter was buried at. And tell me what you find. Like I said, January come around. It's spreading around. February come. And February come. It did not hit black people or America until it hit the NBA. Once an NBA player got COVID, that was the beginning of the shutdown. Everything was shutting the fuck down. Black people took it serious then. Because the word on the street was that black people couldn't get it. Once I heard that, I was like, okay, we safe. Oh, shit, we safe. Fuck no. The first NBA player was Mitchell from the Utah Jazz, number 45. He black as a motherfucker, and he got that shit. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. So around this time, they talking about quarantine. Everybody got going to quarantine. Stay in the house until, further notice. So I'm scrambling. I'm looking like, okay, where can I be at? This time I'm homeless. I got 3 dogs. I really don't got a house to, stay in. I'm looking around like, what the fuck? Where I'ma go? Where I'ma go? In the beginning, before quarantine I got confirmation that I had a spot to go. Things went on, and it didn't happen as such. So now I'm sitting here in the middle of quarantine with not a secure place to go. Luckily, Dark House, my brother, and his mom let me and my dog stay. Thank the good Lord. Because I didn't know where to go. Quarantine, we gotta be in the house. Everybody's buying toilet paper, paper towels, Lysol. You couldn't find paper towels, Lysol, toilet paper nowhere. Nowhere. Now Walmart, Target, the dollar store, the grocery store, no store, this store, that store. You couldn't find that shit nowhere. Everybody was buying up everything at that time. Y'all remember that shit? I'm the only one. I'm the only one that remember that shit. Everybody buying all the toilet paper. Everybody's buying fucking toilet paper. Everybody's buying toilet paper. But I didn't have a spot to go to, so I'm nervous as a motherfucker. I'm scared as shit. Like, oh shit, where am I go? Where am I take these dogs at? What am I do? Luckily, I found a place to go. Time going on. Now we going through who's essential, who's not essential. Should I ask my boss, are we essential? He said, your bill's essential, ain't you? When he said that, I said, thank you, God. Thank you, Lord. We can still work. We still working. Because if I ain't worked last year, I don't know where I would have been at. If I wasn't working. Everybody was home, so we had water damages out the yin yang. Everybody was home, so it was water damage after water damage after water damage. And trust and believe everybody's had water damage. But they shut everything down. They shut everything down. We've been sitting down for a year and a motherfucking half. Niggas is itching to get the fuck out. Itching to get out. But looking at pandemics, looking at big things, when big things happen, I got one thing on my mind. What are the government trying to hide? Oh. Conspiracy theory? Conspiracy theory? I'm with all the shits. I like it all. I love me a good conspiracy theory. If it makes sense, I love it. And something about this coronavirus, especially when it comes to the United States, just don't make sense to me. And once again, I'm not here to shove down facts down your throats. I just want to highlight certain things and get you to think about it and then have you talk to your own people about it. Tell me what you think. 'Cause a lot of shit don't make sense to me. A lot of shit don't make sense to me. So like I said, around this time, coronavirus happened November, early mid-November, late November, December. That's when coronavirus happened. All right, cool. So around this, I was doing some research, looking up, trying to find out who I am, see what's going on, because, you know, I'm not religious, but I'm very spiritual, so I know certain things happening. And in a lot of articles I'm reading, I gotta read like 7 articles to like solidify a fact. It's a fact once I find it at least 7 times. So around that time, I was reading articles that was saying that, you know, the stars are aligning up, whereas though everybody in the world will gain consciousness. Everybody was going to gain consciousness. And it started with this mental health thing. Think about it. Really think about it. When the coronavirus first started, what was the big thing out? Mental health. Everybody, mental health this, mental health that. Well, that was everybody understanding that, you know, the mind is something to waste. It's something powerful to waste. The mind is going to get you out of there. It's because the stars was aligning and that was increasing everybody's consciousness. So everybody wanted to talk about mental health. Look at it now. Everybody talking about stones and crystals and want to finally talk about self-healing and healing and all that stuff like that. It's not a fad. It's not a coincidence that everybody talking about that. The stars is aligning ways though that was going to happen naturally. So what better off not to do but finally bring the world into a pandemic when the world's consciousness is supposed to be rising? Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying it. Do your own research. Go back and Google what portals was opening, what stars was aligning back in November 2019, even what's going on to this day, this whole time period that Corona's in, understanding what stars was aligning in this time frame, and understand what that meant to the population. And you tell me if the government or the higher ups didn't know this. I'm talking about the most unattuned motherfuckers. The most motherfuckers that ain't no shit. They be like, dumb as bricks as a motherfucker. Started being conscious as a motherfucker. How? What they say, how, Sway? How? That's because the stars is lined up for that. That's what's supposed to happen. And that's what was happening. The stars started lining up, and that's how we got the pandemic. Like I said, no conspiracy theory. I just want to spark the conversation. You do your own research, and you tell me what you find out. I ain't trying to argue or do none of that. You do the research. My brother Derek been on that. It's his crystal around my neck. He been trying to tell us about this crystal stuff and healing stuff and all this stuff like this. He was way before his time. Now the world is naturally starting over. Naturally. Do your thing, world. Do your thing. The next thing I think the government want to do, or the agenda of this pandemic or plandemic, is what I'm saying right now, is to cut out the middle class. I've been hearing that for a long time. I'm trying to cut out the middle class. The middle class is being cut out. What happened is the pandemic. the economics went into total chaos. Total chaos. Total chaos. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people lost their businesses. A lot of things had to get shut down. It was a lot of money given. But what did we do with that money? Or what did most people do with that money? Also in this pandemic, I said this pandemic regenerated the economics ways though you see who's going to be a boss and who's going to be a worker. Who's going to be a consumer. Who's going to be in the wealthy status? Who's going to be in the poor status? Because the government gave us money from the first time. They was throwing money down our throats. What we do with it? Buy flat screen TVs. Go to Miami. Buy different furniture. But I also saw other motherfuckers starting businesses. Getting LLCs. Starting another way of income revenue. Kickstarting their life. They ain't do that on purpose. They want to wipe out that middle class. That middle class is where most black people are. Niggas ain't rich, but we ain't poor neither. We can't just spend, but we can spend enough. They wiping that out. Either you got money or you don't. What best way not to do that than to start a pandemic where it's going to mess up the economy where everybody at home and nobody making money? Ain't nobody making money. So what we going to do now? Where do you think that came from? Like I said, I love a good conspiracy theory. But I ain't here trying to convince you on nothing. I'm just saying it's certain things that was happening that is just a little fishy to me. I'm not understanding this. The mask. Shutting shit down. Now everybody ready to get out the house. Everybody ready to get party. Whoa, didn't we just have Corona last month? And one thing I didn't understand was the amount of death. Everybody dying. Now, if you had somebody who actually died from Corona, I'm sorry. I'm not really trying to target this towards you. And a lot of things that's happening is bigger than us. But the amount of death that they was saying that was contribute to coronavirus was out of this world. It was out of this world. Now that everything's opening up, I see hella cars on the road, but everybody supposed to be dead. Where all these cars come from? Where these cars come from? If everybody died off because of coronavirus. But everybody and their mother on the road now. I feel like if somebody died from a heart attack or a car accident or a gunshot, they said coronavirus. Where did these bodies go? We couldn't go to funerals. We couldn't do funerals. Where did these bodies go? They just cremated everybody? We talking about hundreds of thousands of millions of people. In days. They saying every day, thousands of people was dying. Thousands. Then they saying little kids ain't gotta wear masks. I didn't hear a rate of little kids under 2 years old dying. Ain't their immune system not always developed? I'm just saying. I'm not saying nothing. I just want you to think about it and you make your own conclusion to what I'm saying. The government always got an agenda. The government always got an agenda. Always got a distraction. I'm here to say to you, they can't stop what's meant for us to be. The consciousness of the level of the world is increasing. Don't be fooled about what's going on. Don't be wrapped down into the fear of, coronavirus, there's a virus out there. Don't get wrapped up into that. Hey, go do what you got to do. You feel it inside. Go do what you got to do. Trust and believe. It's out there to do. It's out there to get. Go get it. They try to put this fear in our heart about coronavirus and everything. Listen, they understand what's going on, and they want to square our mind to something else. Oh, I can't say that, right? I must can't say that. What did I learn from the coronavirus? Or this pandemic, this plandemic? I learned how to finally take a bad situation and turn it into a good situation. We have came to that time, man. It's time to go ahead and wrap that up. This has been another wonderful show, man. We done covered a whole lot of topics. We done talked about a whole lot of things. We got a lot of things done. You already know, so we might as well go ahead and recap that. Let's go ahead and start off with Mayweather. Mayweather about to take over boxing again. First he took over as a boxer. Now he's about to take over as a producer and producing his fight. He see the wave that we going. He about to take over the wave and do what he got to do. Hey, bigs up to Mayweather. Bigs up to the Paul brothers. I salute you. Keep doing what you got to do. Hey, man, this was a hard week for me. We had to go to trial. We had to relive a lot of things that, happened. To anybody who ever lost somebody, hey, I can't replace that person. But I can only let you know that I'm here. Man. Let's love everybody while you're here. And when they're not here, man, let's take care of each other and each other's family. Because at the end of the day, that's all we got is ourselves and our family. Let's do that. Let's big up to all that and do what we got to do. This pandemic, the plandemic that I like to say, hey, do your own research. Look it up yourself. Connect the dots yourself. I'm not here to try to persuade you. I'm here to just tell you what I think. Spark the conversation. Hey, it's something bigger. Something else happened. I don't really know. You don't really know. We just gotta find out and what we gotta do. But look, it's to anybody out there that got a dream, that got a vision, that know what they know that they know. I'm here to let you know you can do it. You can do it. Don't never stop. Keep on going. Don't listen to people. Keep on going. Things are going to happen. I just told you about my week. Things are going to happen. But true character is measured in how somebody acts in adversity. Everything can be all hunky-dory and good. Anybody can react when everything is good and everything is nice like that. But how you gonna act when you're back against the wall? When everything's not going good? Trust and believe. I'm here to tell you, you can do it. 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 The number one motherfucking YouTube podcast, number one podcast out there, number one show, period. Hey, Irresponsibly Correct. I'm your irresponsible host, Tonyo. Man, let's get it. Do it. Bye.